have a question for the panel. Let me bring it up here, and we'll also take it in the chat as well. Let's take a look here real quick. Okay, so Alan, well, the question is going to be this: is that what is your most anticipated statue in 2024? Mr. Kiefer, what is yours?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be released in 24 or if it's going to push into 25. But I mean, my most anticipated pre-order period is the Avatar bust, the life-size Natiri Avatar bust from The Way of Water. That would have to be my most anticipated piece. I hope it comes out in 24. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't, then the Terminator bust is going to be my number one anticipated piece.
Yeah, Alan, I can't wait to see that in your collection. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Brian, what is yours?
So right now I have Prime 1 Ellen Ripley from Aliens. I have that one coming in still. So that's probably my most anticipated right now.
Okay.
I still haven't pulled the trigger on Candyman. I'm still kind of sitting on that one. If that one did come out this year, and if I did order that one would be up there too. But right now it's Ripley. I mean, Aliens is one of my all-time favorite movies of, forever. I love that movie so much. I have a vivid memory of seeing that when I was a kid in the theater, and kind of changed my whole outlook on movies and horror. Kind of I got bit by the bug, when I was a kid on that. So it's a very special movie to me. So that's the one for sure.
It's gonna be a good one. Man, I can't wait to see that in your collection. Yeah. That's a good one. All right, Freddie, what's your most anticipated 2024?
Like Alan, the one I have on order is the T2 Terminator bust, and not generally a like a one-to-one bust statue guy. Mm-hmm. Like I'm good with dominantly like 1/6 scale, statues or figures. I collect small like 112 and all that stuff too, but just in general, like 1/6 scale, like I like. I have one bust, which is the Alita, which I haven't unboxed yet, but I'm like, it's like I don't go in like I'm gonna do like 1-to-1s, bust. Like that's not like my collection as far as like, oh, I'm gonna get all this bust and stuff like that. But when I saw that Terminator bust, like I was transported back to a kid again. Like I seen it. So this is my thing with statue companies, and a lot of these 1/3 pieces that are like silicone and bust. We always say, oh, this is 80%, this is 90%, this is what it's like. Sometimes they're missing, sometimes it's like it's 70%, and it's just like when I saw that Terminator, that was like one of the few times I'm like, dude, that's a 10 out of 10. That looks just like art will come to life. And I was like, and then they had the whole thing with Terminator 2 with the gun, the jacket. Then you have on the back, you have the 1/6 kind of like a figure with him being entered into the lava, the bat. And then on the front, like him when he's basically being transported into that time stream. And it tells the whole story. And I'm just like literally looking at that. I was like, I'm transported. And to me, that's the iconic. I love 1. I love 2. I like the others, some is like, but like that was like, to me, that puts the perspective, like the whole franchise, like that Terminator. And I was like, I have to get it, like no matter what. And so for me, that's my most anticipated piece. I'm just hoping they nail it with the production. I'm praying that they do, because it's such a cool piece. Like I want it.
Freddie, I do recall driving and pulling over on the side of the road to call you or to message you, make sure that, hey, it's low stock, man. You might want to move. And you're like, I'm on it, and you got it that day. I remember that.
And it's not, and the thing too, it's like, because with some busts, like you could, like even though they may get the character right, it was like, oh, this is like 90% or like 95, right? Some of them with like busts, like sometimes it feels lifeless, like it doesn't have, like how to say, like a soul. Mm-hmm. But when I seen that Terminator, I literally was just like, oh man, like I can feel like that was the Terminator, not just Arnold, but like so I'm just like I can't wait for that piece, man. Like it's one of my
Well,
most anticipated.
Like you said too, I mean, the front of it and the back of it, it really tells the whole story, you know, when he arrives, and then it's got him at the end of the movie too. So the front and the back really tells it all. It's an awesome bust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think three of us are getting it here. So it's right now I think me and Alan are got the same wavelength. We're more into movie, and we're more into more realistic style art right now. That's kind of what I really like. Um, well, it's not my turn. Noah, go ahead. Noah, what's your most anticipated piece?
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a stretch. Maybe it's going to come out December 2024 is
Okay.
like the earliest. Will be the Prime One, Last of Us, Joel and Ellie diorama. That one I really want with the clicker. Yeah, that one I'm super excited for. So yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, it said maybe early 2025, but I could deal with that too. But yeah, I can't wait for that one. I think it's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
I may have to bring my daughter over to take a look at that when you get it, Noah. If that's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, she's a big fan.
Yeah. The likeness on those, like when they updated the likeness for them, it looks amazing. It looks really good. So it comes with little bus stands too. I mean, I'm excited.
I can't wait to see it. I mean, I know it'll look great in your collection. I can already see it, like how you would, because it matches your collection well. I think it'll look really good.
Yeah.
Marcos, I think I know, but what is your most anticipated piece?
Well, I don't want to say it because I said it like 9 times. Blackbeard Sume obviously is like the one, or that Luffy Sume, but we don't even know if those are going to come out this year still, which sucks. But I would go with what Alan did, like pre-order at least. So the Guts, Casca, Dio for Prime 1. That's for pre-orders at least. That's the one I'm like that. It comes out my birthday month, so I'm getting that as like a birthday present to myself.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I can't wait for that one. That thing is right when I saw it like 2 showcases ago. I'm like, God damn, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, I gotta get it. And then I saw like the last showcase, how big it was. I'm like, that's even better. For me, because I'm an idiot. Like, it looks even better, you know, like how big it is. But that I'll say that for pre-order wise, that's the one I'm most anticipated for. That's Prime 1 Dio.
That's gonna be a great one. I mean, I think it'll fit your collection very well. Well, I have a lot that that I'm looking forward to, but this has to be the number one for me. Because I'm building the diorama with 3 1/3 scales, and then him behind, kind of looking over things. So this is the Queen Studios Bell Bust is my most anticipated piece of 2020.
That's a perfect likeness.
Yeah, I just did a video on this, and make sure you take a watch. It's down below. You can say I'll put a link for it. But it's this is one of my favorite, most anticipated pieces. Make sure you check out Collector's Arc, Randy over at Collector's Arc. He'll take care of you. It's gonna be a great one. All right.